guys, I'm in a bit of a pickle. So here's the story. I bought a new laptop like a few weeks ago because my old laptop is getting pretty old and it's starting to lag when I use apps like Clip Studio. So I went to set it up, and then what happens is when I get to like transferring my files from the old laptop to the new laptop, like I had to pull the hard drive from the laptop, and then I use this SATA to USB adapter thing to try to transfer the files on the new laptop. For some reason, because the new laptop is Windows 11, it's not reading the hard drive. Like, I don't know about that. So I put it back on the old laptop, which is Windows 10. It's reading it just fine, and I kind of put it back and forth. So I test it out again in the new laptop, and then I put it back in the old laptop, and then I change adapters. Had this other adapter thing that also uses USB. It also doesn't work. So another back and forth, and then what happened is that the drive started to lag, which is a huge red flag, because when that happens, it means that it's in the danger zone. And I'm an idiot. And what I did is I tried to replug the drive again on the old laptop, and I was hoping that I can just transfer like at least the files that I'm currently working on. So I tried to copy like some files in the USB, and it's also lagging. I tried to replug it again like an absolute idiot, and you know what happened? It stopped reading the drive as well on the old Windows 10 laptop. So I'm like, oh no, oh no, that is where all my files was. Like 10 plus years of my illustration, comics, pictures were all in that hard drive. Now, before you type in the comments, you should have a backup, I did have a backup. The problem is, when I tried to plug the backup as well, it also failed. Like, it stopped reading the drive as well. So I'm like, no freaking way. Like, both of the drives failing at the same time, that is absolutely insane. I cannot believe that. I did not expect that to happen, that those files, those are precious to me, and I suddenly can't access it, and it's on the verge of being lost permanently. And oh my god, like my mind is spiraling. Like my mind was not in a good place. So of course I sent it in a data recovery center, and trust me, there's not much around here in this third world country. Go figure. So I was searching in Facebook for some like data recovery facilities, and I found two. This one seems like they're just opening the drive in like open air with all the dust around, and this other one, they advertise that they have like this clean room, which is a dust-free room where they like open up the drives and operate on them, change the mechanical parts on that. And I have never seen other data recovery facilities that advertises that. So the thing is, with hard drives, like they are very sensitive. Do not open your drives, okay? Don't open them and try to fix it yourself, because those magnetic discs, they are very sensitive, and even just a tiny speck of dust can definitely erase your data forever. That's what I picked, the one with the clean room. They seem to know what they're doing. They took the drive and they got it diagnosed for a fixed fee, so I had to pay that. And good news is they said it's recoverable, so that's good. However, they're going to charge me 25,760. Yes, that's very specific, but in context, 25,760 pesos is like around 450 US dollars. That is a lot of money, even for me, because I hardly ever spend big. Like even my gadgets, I really plan around spending. Like I'm not just gonna splurge and drain my life savings, even though I want to buy a lot of things. So that is a huge blow to me financially. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not strapped on cash. I have contingency funds. I can pay for that. Given that I actually don't have clients at the moment, like it's been 2 months, I will recover the funds. I'll find a way to recover them legally. I know I'm just a random person on the internet. Like, you don't care about all this. But if if you feel like you want to help, you don't need to help, but if you want to, you just want to. Like, I'll leave my coffee link in the description below. You can also see a QR code somewhere around there. I'll put that. You're free to donate. I really appreciate that, but you don't have to. Especially you don't have a reason to, and you really don't care, you know. Or if you're strapped on cash, don't donate. If you're strapped on cash, like spend it on yourself first. Anyway, you can laugh if you're like a sadist and you enjoy other people's misery, but I'm making this video to serve as a warning and as a lesson to other people, not just my fellow artists, but literally everyone. Like, you have to back up your files. Like, back it up twice. Like, you need to have at least 3 copies of your important files, because you don't know. Like this one, I didn't expect that both drives will fail at the same time. If you're watching this, back up your files now. If you can afford cloud service, do so and back up there. Just back up your files, okay? Not just on one other hard drive. Like, you have to have like multiple backups, so you don't end up in a similar situation like me, because data recovery fees are no joke, as I just learned. I hope this doesn't happen to you, because it's really tough. Like, it's very expensive. Trust me, it's cheaper to buy multiple drives than paying a lot of money on data recovery. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get the files back, but yeah, it's gonna cost a lot. So I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!